100 days of live. Hey, Classy Designs, how are you? Today we are doing some late night printing. So I wanted to come in and kind of show as we're, hey Prills, how are you? And show you all what we're doing tonight. It was really warm here in Southern California. And so we decided to do late night printing today and not really fight the heat, the humidity. Let's just keep it going. But for those of you that are new here, welcome. I'm Claudia. I'm the proud owner of Pink's Tees and Things. And also I'm live on several different platforms. So Instagram, hey TikTok, and also over on YouTube. If you don't know, on these social media streets, they call me the queen of direct-to-film printing. And so that's what we're doing today. Welcome everyone. Thank you for joining. Prills, how are you? So let's see. So we're printing up some custom orders. Happy Tuesday, Marissa. How are you? Wildflower Child, welcome, welcome. So what we're doing is we're printing up some ready-made designs, and then we're also doing some custom artwork as well. Hey, how are you? Hey. Hey, Phoenix Summer, how are you? Let's see, Melissa Rodriguez, hello, welcome. Thank you for joining. Yes, I know. It was so warm today. It was unbearable how warm it was. Hey, Sherry, how are you? DTC Queen, good evening, good morning. Happy Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on where you are. I appreciate you guys so much. Melissa from Texas, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. How are you? All right. Hey Connie, how are you? I'm good up packing custom orders, and I have 3 custom bracelet sets I need to make. Woo woo. 114. Okay, it wasn't that warm, so maybe I shouldn't complain about the weather. Hey Alabama, let's see. Handmade, how are you? Welcome from Alabama. Thank you for joining us. I just love your energy. Thank you. I appreciate that. Listen, I've had some downtime today. And so it's a lot cooler, a lot cooler than it was earlier. And I'm so excited just to start actually printing. So thank you. Jeannie, thank you for joining. Hey, how are you? Confirm my grind. Great energy here. Thank you. West Coast, that's right, Brandy Braids. West Coast over here, and it was very, very warm. I'm talking hundreds. Not 114 like Phoenix Summers AZ over here, but it was very warm. And so one of the big things for those of you that are unfamiliar with direct-to-film prints, they do not like heat or humidity. So high temperatures and humidity are not your friends when it comes to direct-to-film. Hey, welcome Ashley from Missouri. Baby Giant, good morning. I can't even believe that those of you that are on the East Coast are actually joining me here today. OMG. It was 1:15 here. Oh my God. I feel bad for even complaining. I'm over here working on Saturday. Rhinestone pins. Ooh. Okay, I have to check that out. I love those rhinestone pins. I'm right next door. Oh my gosh, in Illinois. Oh my goodness. San, hello, welcome from Florida. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you guys so much for tapping that screen. 1:16 a.m. You guys are the real MVPs that are joining me from the East Coast. I already know. I'm going to need some kids DTS for Christmas. Okay, alrighty, let me know. I will definitely be sourcing prints. I have a plethora of prints that I'm adding to the website here in the next couple of days, and so be on the lookout for that as well. It's 12:16 here. Oh my gosh, your energy is amazing. Hi. Hey, wait, hold on. Your name started scrolling where I can't see it. Okay. Adriana's. Hello, welcome. Thank you for joining live. Okay, St. Louis. Did that say St. Louis? Wow, it just started scrolling again. Hold on. Live 15 from St. Louis. Welcome Ashley. Handmade AM, I know it is. Hey, here from Arkansas. Welcome Dana. Thank you so much for joining. Magic City. Okay, I love it. KKD gang, thank you for joining, and thank you guys so much for following and tapping that screen. Over on TikTok, I have a goal of hitting 15K likes throughout the night as I'm live. So I appreciate you guys for helping us get to that goal. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the follow. Hey Milwaukee, how are you? Nicole, welcome. Smash that like button. That's right. I appreciate that. Thank you, baby giant. She said, y'all know we love her. That's what you're the real MVP. I love that. Thank you guys. I love when you guys actually show up. I'm like, it's so late. I haven't said a peep about going live in the evening. Amazing. I love it. You're at the house, not the shop tonight. No, I'm at the shop. I'm actually at the shop tonight. So listen, I have my water. Yes, thank you for smashing that thumbs up, Nicole. Nicole, you are always in the comments. You're like, oh my God, thank you for sharing. Love it. I'm like, okay, Nicole, I see you. I will jump on your live anytime, any day, any hour. I appreciate that so much. I know, it's just the printers printing. That's usually when I come here, that's what I'm doing, right? But that's really reality for me. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you, Candace. Lady J Love for the follows. User, thank you for joining. Running to TikTok. Okay, Nicole. Nicole said, I'm running from YouTube over to TikTok. I love it. Karen, thank you so much for joining. Wow, those hearts are going crazy over on TikTok. I can't even keep up. But anyway, I wanted to come in as we're printing because we're doing both ready-mades, which, as you know, I definitely can show you those for my customs unless I have permission. I typically don't show those. Hey, Olie said, how are you? I saw you coming in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So what kind of printers do I have? I have Epson 7890s. I'm actually going to start for YouTube, number one, Instagram, and also TikTok. I always have the replays available over on YouTube. So because I'm live on all three platforms, if you happen to come in and miss something during this live, South Bay Creations, hey, how are you? Oh, Phoenix said, hey, hubby. So if you happen to come in and you feel like, I want to know what I missed, always going to be available over there. And I'm thinking about including my printer model numbers in the description box over on YouTube. So keep that in mind. But yes, these are Epson 7890s. And so we're just cranking out orders, trying to stay cool. Hey, Tracy, thank you for following. I appreciate it. And thank you guys so much for the likes. I really, really appreciate it. So let's see here. So I'm going to show you guys some of the things. Thank you, South Bay. Oh my gosh, no, I love your setup. Are you kidding? Oh my goodness. I love that. I'm actually going to be messaging you because I have something I want to get done. So for those of you that don't know South Bay Creations, you better go check him out. He's in all the places, TikTok, Instagram, and you're on YouTube. You're on YouTube as well. So check him out. So these are some of the ready-mades that I'm doing right now. Okay, just a few. Uh-oh, hold on. Let me get this off of the printer really quickly. Huh? Yeah, you can put it up there. I'm done with it. I just saw that one transfer coming off the conveyor. Those are the absolute best printers for DTF. You know what? I will completely agree. So for those of you, what size are those printed? I'll answer that in one second. For those of you that have asked, I share a lot of my journey with DTF over on YouTube. But let me tell you, these by far are my favorite. I have to be honest. They're like my favorite ever. I've gone through several. So I feel like I'm qualified to talk about that because I started with the P800. Thank you for tapping that screen. I started with the P800, then I went over to a 7880, and these 7890s is kind of where I've settled. And when I tell you I love them, love them. Thank you, South Bay. Thank you, thank you. Oh, thank you for tapping that screen. T-shirt chick, how are you? Olie said, thank you so much. So we printed that one. Okay, these are ready-made, just so that you know. And then to answer your question, our ready-made designs are typically between 10.5, okay, and 11 inches, but it really depends on the artwork. So some of them are only 10.5 inches wide, okay? So it's gonna be able to fit your medium, large, extra large, that kind of size range. And sometimes 2X, depending on the design. Hey, your special occasion, how are you? So like this is a really great example of one. It's probably the full 11 inches, but like as you can see, there's some splatter, like paint splatter on the design, right? So although it's 11 inches, it's not like it's full text and it's gonna end up underneath armpits on the t-shirts, okay? So this is another design. Impact, how are you? Yes, they are faster than the 7880s. I think that's what I saw you say over on TikTok. Hold on. Thank you, Brandy. T-shirt chick. Florida here, tapping the screen now. Thank you, Miss J-Dub. I appreciate that so much. Shop Warriors in Motion. Thank you so much for following, and also some you hair. But yes, they are a lot faster than the 7880s I had. These are my favorite. So I have really no complaints about them, to be honest with you. This is another teacher design for all the teachers in the place with style and grace. So this one had a lot of teacher, and then also another teacher. Hey, all crafts channels, how are you? So these are Epson 7890s. And I'm going to start including that in the description, okay? And then the very last transfer that I have, which is kind of one of my favorites, okay? But it says, when life gets blurry, adjust your focus. Like, how many times do we have to tell ourselves that? I know that's a great one for me, just to remind myself sometimes. I'm going to need that. Okay, you let me know. Hold on. Mama Key, thank you for joining. Did you get my message? I sent you a message over on TikTok. Hopefully you did. So let's see. New here from South Carolina. Welcome, Victoria Green. How are you? Thank you so much for the follows. I have an Epson 2803 and a 15,000. How do you like them? Andy Bendy. Hello. Thank you for the 3 hearts. Okay, I love it. Let's see. Workforce or Eco Tank? So as far as sublimation, or are you asking, what are you asking, Brandy? I just saw Workforce or Eco Tank. Dog Mommy 15, Kelly Allison, Lacey, let's see, Lace Leah Wash. Hello. Welcome. Kathy, thank you for following. Let's see, Stacy, thank you for following. So no, it doesn't come with the shirt. I sell the transfers. I also do shirts, but majority of what I'm selling right now, or what you're seeing, these are just transfer orders. I will be on tomorrow showing the pressing of the direct-to-film transfers, but I also have a live over on YouTube. So if you're interested in seeing how you actually press them, okay, both. I love it. If you want to see how I actually press them, you can either join me on live, or like I said, the replays are always available over on YouTube. Okay, let me see. Let me go through, because I think some more. Oh, yes, it did. Okay, that scrolled really quickly. I was asking what Epson you have that you love. Oh, so these are my favorite when it comes to direct-to-film. If you're talking also about sublimation, I have the Workforce. So I haven't joined the Eco Tank conversion to sublimation gang yet. I'm in the Workforce gang, and it still works. Doesn't give any issues at all, but I also have the Sawgrass. And so, yeah, hopefully that answers your question. Hey, Lace, how are you? How do we buy the transfers? So if you head over, if you look at the link that I have underneath my profile, if you click that, there's a button that you can actually just select, and it will take you to my website. Or you can go directly, www.pinksteesandthings.com, which you should see if you scroll up to the very top of this feed. I have it in the description for the feed over on TikTok. And then YouTube, it will be in the description box. Tab, how are you? Welcome. I'm new here. Hey, Double D, how are you? Thank you for joining. So actually, all of my prices are over on the website. So it depends on size. It depends on if we're going custom. Like, I have several different sizes in the custom range, and even for my ready-mades, it also depends on what size you're actually interested in. Okay. Alrighty, hold on. I just saw that scroll past. It's the place to be. I love that. Thank you guys so much for tapping that screen, hitting that thumbs up as you're coming in, and tapping the screen over on Instagram. I really appreciate it. No, I don't sell the actual designs, but I do sell the transfers. They can be pressed on any material. So Thor, for our direct-to-film transfers, they can be applied to 100% cotton, 100% polyester. So with sublimation, you know how you can only use those polyester tees, and the higher the polyester count, the better. With DTF, it can be a cotton poly blend. I'm talking a 90-10, okay? It can be, denim material, nylon, neoprene, just a regular tote bags, canvas material. And so I plan on showing you guys some of the different mediums that you can actually press direct to film on. Yep. What machine do I recommend for beginners? Beginners as in, are you just entering the t-shirt game? Or have you kind of been using some other print medias to get a little bit more information, Sherry? Okay, yes, both great. Thanks so much. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. So glad you're alive. I need your smile on this very hard few days. Oh no, but I'm glad you actually caught me live. Hi, Imperfect Crafting Nana. You were tapping away the last time you were on here. I love it. I hope you're doing well though. Thank you. I love how you engage on your lives. Absolutely. I think so. That's one of the benefits of having my husband here. Because typically what it is I'm usually over at the computer and I'm like, hold on a second, and then I'll run over to the printer. So yeah, I love having my husband here with me. Number one, because I love working with him, right? Don't tell him I said that though, okay? Our little secret. But anyway, but yes, that's one of the reasons why. I have 3 total, Tab. Hey, precious pieces, how are you? Hey. Let's see, hold on. Maria, hello. Can I send my logo to you and you make them for me? Absolutely, user. So I do have requirements though. And Sherry, I'll get right back to your question. I saw your answer come through. But yes, I do have artwork requirements, and this is why. We want to make sure that we're getting you the highest quality print. So I don't accept screenshots and things of that nature. It's not going to give you that really crisp image that I know you guys want, right? Like, I know you don't want a blurry or pixelated image. So I ask that it be a high quality PNG or a vector image. So that's your .ai files, okay? They usually end in .ai. Those vectors are like my absolute favorite, just so that you know. But a high quality PNG can also produce a good transfer as well. In addition to that, if you don't have a background on your image or your logo in your case, make sure that you send it with a transparent background, okay? Otherwise, if it has a white background, black background, green, it's going to print that way. Typically, I will send out an email just to confirm that that's what you want. Hey, Nicole. Oh, I didn't know you were precious pieces. Hi, Nicole. You've been on all 3 platforms now. I can't. But I love it. I love it at the same time. And so, yeah, so you want to make sure it's a transparent background, PNG or vector file. So that's your .ai, okay, for the vector. And resolution of 300 DPI. That's going to give you the best quality print. So as long as you have your logo in that format, you should be good to go. You can upload your artwork directly on the website. If you don't have those things in place, email me so that I can help you figure out how we can actually assist you with getting your logo to where we need it to be. Or if you have a designer that you work with, exclusively, that's fine too. So either way, user, either way, just send me a message if you don't feel like your artwork is hitting those requirements, because ultimately we don't want you to place the order. We want to make sure your artwork is correct first. Then we can go into ordering. But yes, hey Maria, how are you? Showing love on all platforms. I love that, Nicole. Thank you. I know you're Hammered Hoof. I knew exactly who you are. Hello, welcome. If I didn't get to speak as you were entering, we are back in St. Louis. Okay, good. How was your trip? Oh man, I have to send you a message. How was your trip? Hello. Hey, Holy Spirit, help. How are you? So how do we order? Oh, roses. Thank you for the roses. I appreciate that, Holy Spirit. Thank you. Yeah, of course I know who you are. I can't believe you ever doubt. Wait a minute, Holy Spirit, you're showing out. 50 roses? Are you serious? Thank you. That was more than roses, 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 okay? I should still be singing roses. Thank you, Holy Spirit, help. Wendy, to answer your question, if you look at my profile, I have a link. Roses. Thank you, Brandy. I appreciate it. I have a link that's underneath there. If you click that link, it's going to send you to an area where there's several options. If you're looking for transfers, click on the option that's going to take you to our website. Or if you scroll to the top of this feed, my website is actually there as well. Once you're over there, there are some areas on the website that you can kind of see. So customs is one that you can definitely see. And in the ready-made section, some you can see. If you create your account while I'm on live, I can get you access while I'm on live, okay? We need another live-a-thon. Listen, Hammered Hoof, Phoenix Summer, that is what I've been telling everyone, like 6-hour lives. That's someone that knows what I'm talking about when I say a 6-hour live. But to answer your question, Sherry, and my apologies, one of the things that I'm really, it's probably not a really popular opinion, but I don't recommend that if you are just entering the t-shirt space, that you jump directly into direct to film. No pun intended, directly. I just don't suggest it. And there's a couple of reasons why. Number one, these machines require a lot of maintenance. And also, in addition to that, it's troubleshooting, right? Troubleshooting, maintenance. You have to understand how to work with the software. And so while I'm not saying that it's impossible, I am kind of not in favor. Now, I can't tell you what to do with your business. It's completely up to you. But that is my honest opinion. If you're looking to enter the transfer space, you have to know how to use, and really have a good grasp of how to use different design softwares, just to ensure that your artwork is set up correctly. So keep that in mind. It is a lot, and I don't want you to think that I'm trying to discourage you from entering the game. What I'm saying is it's a lot, because it's a lot for me. So I started with vinyl, moved into sublimation, okay? Then went into, I figured out that I could actually purchase those multicolored prints. So I was ordering transfers, whether it was screen print or, from Supercolor, wherever it was coming from, I was ordering outside, outsourcing my multicolored prints. And so that, I got my feet wet first. I figured out who my audience was first. Because one of the biggest mistakes that I see a lot of people that are just entering the t-shirt space, that I see them making, is that they jump directly into direct to film and quickly realize that it's not the equipment that's bringing you the business. You really need to have some business already, customers already purchasing with you before you actually make that leap into direct to film. It's costly to maintain the printers, and the biggest thing is you need to keep them running. So that's one of the reasons why, unless you've built up the clientele, maybe you've used transfers to kind of build up your business. If that's not the case, I just don't recommend it. I just don't, because it's a lot. And the more you keep these printers running, the better they are to you. So with that being said, that's my opinion. But hopefully it helped. Hopefully it helps you and you don't feel like I'm being a Debbie Downer, because I'm really just all about sharing, being honest and very transparent. I don't want to sell you a dream that I know, has some additional pieces to it. But yes, it is a lot. It is. So let's see here. Are you able to make memorial shirts with pictures? Yes, I am. I'm actually printing some right now. I am. Let me see. Hold on. Was that Crafting Nana? I think it was Crafting Nana that I saw. It scrolled so quickly. I got you. You're welcome, Sherry. I'm biased. How are you? It was so good to see you on live earlier today. Thank you for the follow, MBA Gives. What is the difference between this and screen prints? So number one, Thor, is the process. Hey, Atlanta, Georgia. Let's see. Swatch Goodness or Swatch's Goodness. Okay, I probably butchered that. My apologies. Welcome from Atlanta, Georgia. But hey everyone, late but I'm here. Hey Donna, that's okay, you're still here. So one of the things is, number one, the process by which they're created. So my prints are actually printing directly onto the film, direct to film. Okay, versus screen printing, it's a screen print process, right? In addition to that, I would say number one, that's the biggest thing. One of the things that I really love about direct to film is that I get those multicolored prints that are soft, stretchable, right? Things of that nature. For me, screen prints, I love them for like their one color, maybe two colors. But the more colors you add with screen print, the more costly it gets. With direct to film, I don't care if you have 3 colors or if you have 20. It's the same price. And so when you're looking to figure out which one you want to use, it depends on what your customers like. So if they are one color only prints, I say go screen print transfers. It's not really worth buying direct to film transfers for that. So hopefully that answered your question. Thank you guys so much for tapping that screen. We're at 14,000. Hey Diana, how are you? Thank you for joining. You guys are going off over here on TikTok. I love your personality. Thank you, Thor. I appreciate that. She looks like the lady's journey. If I had $1 for every time someone told me that, I kid you not. Kid you not. I kid you not. I've gotten that so frequently that I look like the lady from Babs. I'm like, I am not her. First of all, she's no longer here. R.I.P. But when she was still here, right? We would go out to eat and my husband would be like, oh God, I think it's one of those things again where they think you're somebody you're not. Yeah, like full on service staff, like staring at the table. I'm like, okay, now I feel uncomfortable. But yes, I've gotten that a lot. That's hilarious. Hey David, how are you? Hello. Let's see, Nala, welcome. Thank you for following. Charlene, Mariel, thank you. I'm doing well, still working here at home. I love it. Thank you for, we're working together. Look, we're working together, right? Do you offer bulk orders? Is there a minimum order quantity? That's a great question, Kit Kat. Thank you for asking. No, there aren't any minimum order quantities. So if you only need one transfer, that's all you have to order. In addition to that, I do offer bulk order discounts. So it's not wholesale because I don't require an actual certificate or anything, licensed to actually be, to qualify for wholesale pricing. But what I do offer is bulk order. And so with bulk order, it's a tier system. Nay, how are you? Roses. Thank you, Nay. I appreciate that. But what I do offer is bulk order. So tiers. So from 50 to 99 transfers, it's 1%, and they're automatically applied to your cart. Thank goodness Shopify made that adjustment. Yes, thank you Shopify. Seriously, tab every day, with the exception of weekends sometimes. And so on the weekends, we still have to come in and we still have to run them. I am prolific hands. Hello. Got to get your feet wet first. That's just kind of my thought process when it comes to that. Absolutely. So hopefully that answers your question, Kit Kat. Hi, I'm new on here. Hey, Charlene, welcome. Thank you for joining. I'm Claudia, just so that you know. I'm in Southern California, and I offer multicolored prints that are time savers, okay? But they're direct-to-film transfers. Let's see, Diana, grandkids have so many friends that want scrunchies. That is amazing. That's amazing. You know, another industry that I find very interesting, like the cheer world has a lot of like very niche specific things. Like for instance, the bows. Have you guys checked out cheer bows? I'm like blown away at not only the prices, but what they can actually fit on those small surfaces. It's amazing. It really is amazing. Let's see here. But welcome, Charlene. Crafty Sally, thank you for sharing the live. They Mad 22, thank you for following and sharing the live. Ants Ladybugs, hello, how are you? Diamond Rose, thank you for following. Just create an account, not subscribe to your website. Great designs, thank you. Okay, so I'm gonna get you access here shortly. Actually, I might go grab my former dance mom, so you know what I'm talking about. I might go grab my laptop so that I can get you access, Victoria. Ruth Baker, thank you for following. I use Canva. Do you print customs? I definitely offer the custom. You said screen prints, so they're direct to film transfers. So they're not screen prints, but I do offer customs in several sizes, including gang sheets. Wendy, you also need access. Okay, let me go grab my. Oh, okay. Okay, we're gonna get you access here quickly. Where in California? I'm in Los Angeles. So do you know the Inland Empire? I'm in Upland. My daughter does all-star cheer. Listen, former dance mom. The bows, I'm like, OMG, this is real. Like when for instance, competitions, it's typically like several shirt designs and the matching bows and like the outfit. It's amazing. But I just realized there's so many different facets to cheer. It's so amazing to me. Let's see. Mrs. Adams, you're welcome, Victoria. So you should now have access. So you truly understand. Yes, I'll be in LA this weekend, Culver City. Okay, so that's probably maybe about 50 minutes to an hour away from me. Wow. Oh yes, totally. Yes. It's a really like, oh my God. I was amazed just to see and what they can fit on a bow. Like it's amazing. So that's awesome, Diana. That is so awesome. Let's see. Hold on. I missed quite a few. So let me go back. Tumblers. I don't make sublimation prints currently. I don't. Carrie, welcome. Carrie the Creator, 20. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. So let's see. No, I don't currently, but maybe in the future. That may be something that I actually add in the future. All Things Bling, thank you so much for following. Oh my gosh, your daughter does all-star cheer. I was amazed, completely amazed. I kid you not. Kayleen Thompson, thank you for following. Mrs. Adams, thank you as well. I'm in Rancho. No way! You're like my neighbor. Hey neighbor, Denise to you. You're really close. I'm going to look into the hair bows and donate some. It is amazing. I mean, honestly, the very first cheer team that I made t-shirts for, to see everything that goes into it, the hair, the makeup, it was like, OMG, this is really a lot. But those bows just blew me away, honestly. I kid you not, the bows were definitely something special. Do you know, I don't know Tabitha Brown. I wish I did because I love her. I love her personality. I'm dance auntie. I love it. Hammered hoop. For a beginner ordering transfers, which size do you pick? So Candace Love, that is actually a really great question. Really great question. So that is very popular in the question sphere. Okay, so one of the things that I tell you, if you email me and you ask me where should I begin, you're welcome, Diana. Amazing. I kid you not, amazing. So one of the things that I number one recommend if you're deciding to go with the ready-mades is pay attention to the description. I typically tell you what range. So for adults, it's about 10.5 to 11 inches wide, depending on the design. So that's gonna fit like your small through extra large. And like I said, once again, it's depending on the design. I caution you to take a look at the actual items that you plan on placing these transfers on. Do your measurements. Know how wide of an image your garment can actually take. So if it cannot, fit a 10.5 inch wide image, message me so that we can figure it out. But that's one of the first things with the ready-made is for the adults, that's the typical sizing. And I change the sizing depending on if it's a youth or if it's, an infant toddler. There's different sizes, right? When it comes to the customs, one of my biggest pieces of advice that I can give you about custom transfers is to ensure that you, number one, know what size you want your artwork to be. So that's width and also the height of your image. So if you have, let's say for instance, a square image, the image that you're providing is more of a square shape. Just go with me on this one. If you put in a dimensions, let's say it's a 12 by 12, that's what you want, right? You order the 12 by 12, your image is square, so that maybe it's a 10 by 10, okay? Whatever it is, if you change the dimensions, it's going to stretch your image. So if you go from let's say an image that probably should be size 12 by 12, and you tell me you want it to be 10 by 12, that's going to create more of a rectangular shape. So also keep that in mind. But when you're sizing, once you know your size, that's going to tell you which transfer to buy. And the rule of thumb is to choose the smallest transfer that will fit your entire design and leave a 1/2 inch border. Let me show you what I mean. I'm going to try and give you guys an example. So let's say you have this one here. This is your image. You put in your dimensions that you want. Thank you guys so much for tapping that screen. You put, oh wow, we're past 15K. Okay, so you put in your dimensions, okay? And let's say you had an image that you want to stretch over this whole transfer. Here's the issue: if you don't leave that 1/4 inch border, it's going to make it difficult when it comes time to actually peel the transfer after pressing, right? So keep that in mind. The smallest transfer that will fit your entire design and still leave about a 1/4 inch border. So if you're ordering a 12 by 12, an 11.775-ish is going to give you that 1/4 inch border around your image, okay? Absolutely. Listen, it's 2 a.m., Sherry. I'll be back on, not to mention, however long this goes, it will be available. It will be available. So the replay will be there. I just appreciate you for joining me and for understanding where I'm coming from when I talk about beginners and director film. I appreciate that so much. But have a good night. Let's see. So that's what I would recommend, Candace. And hopefully that, although it was long-winded, hopefully I actually answered your question and you kind of see where I'm going with this. Into cool stuff, and I'll be here on your next live, I'm sure. I love that, Sherry. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. Do you have walk-in customers too? So what I do have is customers that are able to actually pick up here on site. Diane, hey, how are you? Thank you for joining. So yes, so it's more of, you can set up an appointment if you have an order that, let's say for instance, you want to pick up. You just let me know and we can make the adjustments and make sure that we're actually here, because during the summer, this is one of the big things that we have going on here. Uh-oh, I think I froze over on YouTube. Hold on. Let me plug you up. Let me plug you up over on YouTube. I thought you were on late. Yes. So during the summer, that's one of the big things here. It's so warm. We're printing later in the evening. Day by day, totally day by day, okay? My son just bought a heat press from Print Nation. Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. Looking into making the cheer world my niche. I love that, Kit Kat. Listen, I love it and I'm here for it. So amazing. Hey, Kimmy, how are you? Kimmy Star. A cheer season is, yes it is. Yes it is. Denise, to you, thank you so much for following. Hey, LK Creations, how are you? What can I do with the access? So Victoria, once you have access, you can see all of the ready-mades, all of the customs, and you're actually able to make a purchase. Yes, okay, good. Yeah, the cheer niche is something else. Oh my gosh, there's so many different ways you can go with that. So yes. Yes it is. Thank you so much for sharing the live Imperfect Crafting, Nana. You're welcome, Candace. I was like, I hope I answered that, because sometimes, I can get a little long-winded, but that's okay, because I'm trying to give you, thorough answers. Thank you guys so much, though. I appreciate that. I appreciate you guys for being here. Not 19K. Where am I located? So I am in Southern, yes, Unbiased, 19K. That is crazy. I'm in Southern California, but more specifically, I'm in Upland, California. Yes, that is insane. Thank you, Candace, for following. But if you have any questions outside of this live, feel free to message me. I prefer you message me on the other app, Instagram. I prefer that, okay? I prefer Instagram. Only because I can actually send you a voice message. Now, here's where Instagram does me wrong, is if I'm not following you. When you send me a message, it sends you to I I want to say it says like requested, a requested area, not my primary inbox. So if it takes me a little bit longer to get to you, that's probably why. But I do check it. It's just I have to like make it more of like muscle memory, like remember to go there kind of thing. But yes, Kimmy, it has been very hot in Cali, very hot. Okay, we're talking hundreds. And I was just like, I just don't feel like fighting, you know, fighting the humidity, fighting the temperatures. And so at night when it kind of cools down, it's a lot easier to kind of keep our temperatures pretty steady, you know, and make sure that our humidity is in a good range. With your software, when you have multiple designs, you have to load each design. I do have to load each design individually, but I use AcroRip, so I don't know about Cadlink. I'm not really sure. Not unbiased on all 3 platforms. You're showing out unbiased. I love it. I love it. Thank you. Shop. If so, where do you get the table from? 2-tier table? I don't think I have a 2-tier table. What kind of 2-tier table? Now I'm curious. How long does it take to ship? So One Touch Creations. That's another great question. Just create an account. Okay, let me get you access. Hey, Queen in chat. Okay, is it done? Okay, so you should have access, Kit Kat. Okay. Also, with shipping, that's a really good question. So we have processing time. So our processing time for our ready-mades is 1 to 3 days. That's the time it takes us to actually get your order printed. Shipping time really varies. So it can be for USPS. I love priority shipping. Depending on where you're located, that's about 2 days. I really don't like the transfers traveling for longer than that. There's some that are 3 days. Let's say, for instance, that's kind of my cutoff. So 2 to 3 days. That's where I like to live. Although USPS and UPS, there are things that I just can't control. And so there are those moments where you're like, okay, where the heck is my package? It's USPS or UPS, but that's okay. So ready-mades, 1 to 3 business days. I'm open Monday through Friday. Those are my business days, okay? So processing time does not include the weekends or holidays. But yes, and then for customs, it's 5 to 7 business days. Okay, so hopefully that helps. Kit Kat, you should have access. John, thank you so much for following and for joining us. Yes, you did, unbiased. I love it. What kind of light is in your printer? So Monica, with these printers in particular, they came with light, like a strip LED, like a strip LED light. Wasn't my thing. It was how it came. But yes, but in the one that I actually converted, there's no light. So yeah. Hey Simi, how are you? We are printing your transfers since we got the approval. Thank you for joining. Let me see. Okay, just logged in with YouTube. Hover around with the icon. I love it. Will you be making a 2023 Uno? That is definitely on my list, and it's one of the designs that I will be adding. There's a 2023 Uno. There's also a 2023, almost like a Fresh Prince inspired design as well. Hey Detroit, how are you? The All You Need store. Oh, I like that name. Welcome. Is your name on Instagram the same as YouTube? Yes. So my name is the same on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. Yeah, I'm the same in all of the places. And TikTok. Thank you, Unbiased. I appreciate that. Gotcha. I have the P6000. And I need to put a light in it. You know what, Monica? It's really not necessary, to be completely honest with you. It's really not necessary. And actually, it can be a hindrance to, or an issue for some machines. So keep that in mind. It's not really necessary. What's up? Oh, you trying to make sure they came off the dryer? Let's see. Let's see. So Victoria, hopefully that answered your question. Loretta, thank you for joining. Tina, Texas, thank you for following. Just created an account. Okay, One Touch, let me get you access. I tried printing several images each individually using AcroRip, but it leaves so much space in between. You can actually adjust that. You can adjust that, Baby Giant. The space that it leaves in between. So either you can adjust it, like if you're, okay, so it depends on how you're running it. If you're running them like concurrently, so let's say for instance, you have one design and you need five of that one design. If you're running it so that it never stops, it's just continually running, you can adjust the space on the y-axis. So there's an X and a Y that you can adjust. It can go up to 1.000. That's the widest, but you can actually narrow it down. You can go as small as like 0.1 if you need to. That's if you're running it continuously, running that image continuously without stopping. The Press Depot, thank you for joining. And then I think you can go in and adjust the, I think it's like this, not the skew. What is it, hon? The page. It's where you can tell it how much. Margin. Okay, yeah. I'm like, what is that? What's that one setting? Yeah, you can adjust the margins. Yes. Okay, so that should actually help you. So under, let me see, it's under the tab, the very first tab that says layout. If you look, there's an X and there's a Y measurement. So if you're using the Y to add additional images, you can actually adjust that space in between each one. One Touch, you should have access now. I don't know if I said that earlier. VS Life, welcome. I have Epson 7890s, Dorothy. You're welcome, Victoria. Hi, my meticulous creations. But once again, even after this live ends, if you have questions, feel free to message me. Okay? And you can message me either on, you can TikTok. TikTok, I have a hard time with the messages. Not gonna sugarcoat it here, which is one of the reasons why I say either email me or message me over on Instagram. Just FYI. Monica, no problem. No problem. Hi, how are you? Welcome. Welcome. Lady Gaines, welcome. Thank you for joining. So yeah, that's what we're doing. We're just printing away. Well, not really me per se. My husband, kind of, sort of. But yes, we're printing up customs. I don't know if semi-custom designs is still in here, but we're printing up your order, Semi, and we have some ready-made. Got it. Had to figure out how to print several different images. I know. So unfortunately, on Acro-Rip, you don't. Yes, I did, Unbiased. Listen. Okay, they're always listening. But on Acro-Rip, you can't upload two different images to print at the same time. So sometimes with that, if you're trying to like put two images together, whichever way, if it's, you know, width-wise, let's say you want to run it on a 24-inch, you can actually put them together like in Adobe Illustrator, or I don't know if you use Photoshop or whatever design software you use, you can set it up that way, but you can't actually load two different images to print at the same time. Unfortunately, I really hope that that's a functionality that at some point will come to be, but on Acro-Rip is what it is, so we find workarounds. I'm glad I found your page. Thank you, Mrs. Stoney. Jack Sally, hello, welcome. I need to order some customs. Okay, so Mrs. Stoney, let me just tell you, can you have access to, please? Okay, Mike, and I'll get you access really quickly. I hate talk to messenger system. No way. I love it because a lot of times if I'm in here and like my husband isn't here, I'm doing all the things. So it's really nice to be able to just press the button and actually speak my response. Sweet Pea, thank you for joining. So I'm going to get you access. But yes, I do offer customs. We have artwork requirements, which is it needs to be a PNG image or a vector file, so those .ai's, with a transparent background, and your resolution needs to be 300 DPI. I found my two favorite, you and Tula Pink. Oh, I gotta check that out. A wonderful fabric designer. Wow. Oh, I gotta look that up. But thank you, Diana. That was so sweet. Don't laugh at me, Unbiased. Don't laugh at me. I did not know that you can't load two different images on one print in Acro-Rip. Yeah, you can't. But if you actually put the two images together, like in whatever design software, and save it that way, you can upload it that way. But to actually pull up two different designs, you can't do that in AcroRip. Yeah, so I wish autocorrect. I love it. No, I meant TikTok Messenger. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm just not. And then what happens for TikTok, my screen, I don't know if you guys have been doing the same thing. Yeah, I really appreciate that. I don't know if your TikTok has been doing the same thing, but every day that I log in, I feel like I have a different configuration. And what happens is if you message me, because even with my husband, he was sending me like sharing a video over on TikTok. I wouldn't even see it. And he's like, did you see the video? I'm like, I didn't see any video. It gets like pressed down underneath like followers. Good night, Unbiased. Thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. If you don't know who Unbiased LLC is, she is on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. You need to go check her out. Today, she actually had a live, which I'm assuming will be available for replay as well. But yes, embroidery. We're talking embroidery. Beautiful shirt, by the way, today, Unbiased. I absolutely loved the shirt that you had on in your live today. It was really pretty. But thank you so much for hanging out with me and doing such an amazing job in the comments. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. I'm sorry, in the chat. Okay, cool. And hold on. You're very welcome. You are very welcome. I definitely hope that's a feature that they add in the future, though. I definitely hope that's a feature. Good night, Unbiased. Thank you. I hate the shares and I am all in one. Listen, I can't do it. I can't do it. Celestial Aromatherapy. Thank you for following. Dane Mom, thank you for following. I craft for you. Thank you so much for following. Mike, you should have access now. Write Your Vision. Thank you for joining. I'll get that one. So let me just powder this really quickly and I'll be right back. You know what? This setup is really working for me. I love it.
It's very nice.
It's really working.
I'm glad I thought of it.
I knew you were going to say something like that. I knew it. I knew it. Let's see. Bon appetit. Hello, hello. It is. So every day I log in, I'm like, what is going on over here? I can't find anything. Even when I went to go live, my screen looked different and my buttons were in different places. I was like, wait a minute. Like, oh my gosh, thank you so much for the likes. Oh my gosh, we're at 21K. Are you serious? Her Fruitful Glow Skincare. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you, thank you. Do you ever play with the brightness and contrast? Yep. Oh yes, we can speak to that, right? Absolutely. There are just some images, for whatever reason. Oh, now Kimmy's on Instagram. I love it. For whatever reason, there are just some images where you have to kind of play around with the brightness or the contrast. Very strange, but I don't know. Donna said, I knew he would take credit for it. Yes, I knew it. I knew he would. I knew it. I was just waiting. It was like I was waiting, like, go ahead. I'm waiting. What are you gonna say? Joshua, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you. It's hilarious, but I really do. I really like this layout. It's really working for me, and it's kind of gotten me into a space where now I'm like looking at other spaces here in the shop to kind of reorganize. Maybe I'm not doing all the heavy lifting, but ideas count. Showing love on all platforms. Thank you, Kimmy Star. I appreciate it so much. I really do. I'm like, listen, I'm trying to look at other areas as well. Like, okay, where else can we kind of improve on some things? But I love that. Thank you, Kimmy. Hey, baddie lady, how are you? Thank you for joining and welcome. Oh, I put it down already. It was the I am image. The king with the crown. Yeah.
This one's done. Can you pass that one?
Which one?
That one?
This one?
Yeah.
All right, Semi Customs. Your images are done.
Last one's coming off.
Exactly. So I told him we're like Pinky and the Brain. Donna's laughing. Donna, listen, it's hilarious. But you have to have a good time, right? You have to have a good time while you're working. But thank you so much for joining, Baddie Lady. I appreciate it. How many? Oh, 3. Oh boy. So technically, T-shirt chick, if I'm running 24-inch rolls, we can do about 40 prints per hour per machine. I happen to love my 11, they're supposed to be 12-inch rolls, but they're like 11.7. I love them because when it comes trim time, super easy. They all are cut the same size and it's amazing. But like when we have like 60 plus images, we typically like to run them side by side, especially if it's the same image. So with that, we can do about 40 prints per machine per hour. Yep. We certainly can. I missed that earlier. I didn't see it when it came through. Absolutely, especially at 2 a.m. Listen, for those of you that are joining me and it's 2 a.m. where you are, you're the real ones. You definitely are. Tequila, hello. Country Girl for Life, thank you for joining. Welcome. So we're doing some customs and we're also printing up some ready-made direct-to-film transfers. Tupo, how are you? Thank you for joining. Tupo, is it late where you are? I think it might be. Yes, T-shirt chick. Let's see. Mariella to 8. Hello. Thank you for joining. Kia, Tina, thank you for joining. They kind of flash quickly, so I'm trying to read them as well, and then they're blending into my sticker and my jacket. Golden Beauty, thank you for joining. Yes. What printer are you using? So Felicia, Chi-Town, these are Epson 7890s. Epson 7890s. Alistair 3806, thank you for joining. So here is another transfer. This is from our ready-made collection. Okay. Just apply the adhesive. All right. Alrighty. I know someone has asked this, but how long is the turnaround time on customs? Sansa, yes, my YouTube name is the exact same. And actually, if you look at my profile where it looks like an Instagram logo, if you click that, it also pulls it up as well. But if you type in Pinks, Tees, and Things, you'll find me over on YouTube also. So turnaround time for customs. Good morning, Tupo. Good morning, Tupo 791. So with turnarounds for customs, it's 5 to 7 business days. That's not including weekends or holidays. But yes, you're welcome. You're welcome, Sans babies. You're very welcome. Yes. But that turnaround time does not include, that's not actual shipping time. That's just our time that we need to actually make sure your image is up to par. If there's a background behind it, we will send an email. So that's one of the reasons why we do ask for 5 to 7 business days. We just want to make sure that we have time to communicate with you if there's something going on with your artwork. Sherry Jones, thank you so much for joining. Hard to Please 73, thank you for following. I appreciate that. Hey Chelsea, how are you? Thank you for joining us over on YouTube. And then for those of you that are just joining, if you want to know what you missed, the replays on all of my lives during my 100 Days of Live Challenge will be available over on YouTube. So if you miss anything, if you have to step away, if it's time to go to bed, that's perfectly fine. It will be available over on YouTube. No, there are absolutely no minimums. No minimums at all. So if you only need one transfer, I also offer gang sheets. If you only need one gang sheet, that's fine. Just know that the shipping is still going to be the same as, like, for instance, if you were to order 4 or 5 designs, it's going to be the same. So I've kind of tried to maneuver our shipping so that it's, number one, going to result in the transfers reaching you a lot faster, especially as we kind of get closer to that fourth quarter. We all know how USPS goes and what happens over at UPS. And so I'm trying to prepare for the change. So I said, listen, we're going to make those adjustments now versus waiting until we hit Q4 and then it's pandemonium, okay? And shipping times are like first class mail who? You might as well call it the Pony Express, unfortunately. So, hey, sweet C4God, thank you so much for joining and for following. I'm good. How's your morning going? So it's not quite morning, almost. I still have I have 47 minutes before I hit the very next day, but it's going very, very well. Thank you. Instantly Unique, how are you? Lula, welcome. The Pony Express, we all know it, okay? We all know, do not order anything and select first class mail because during the holiday season, no, they don't care. You might as well say throw it to the side and get there when it gets there kind of mail. I don't know. It's crazy, but I could not deal with it. I just couldn't. Last year, it was complete chaos. And so I said, I will not do that. This year, we will go into it correctly. And we're pushing for a priority. So, yes, Ernestina Vasquez, thank you so much for joining Pony Express, okay? Like, you might as well just say there is someone that is, you know, hoofing it across the desert to try and get you your packages. I kid you not. So, it was better. However, first class still had a lot of issues. I had a package. When I looked at the route that it took, I was just like, I thought the shortest distance between 2 points was a straight line. This thing went up, down, came back around, made a loop, and then made it to its final destination, first class mail. It was crazy. Lula, so I actually sell direct to film transfers, okay? So let me show you some examples of what I mean by that. So I offer direct to film transfers both in ready-made designs, which are designs that are just available on the website, and I also offer customs. So if you have like a logo or things of that nature, okay, you can actually listen. I kid you not, I'm not kidding. So this is one of the examples of a direct-to-film transfer. So you see it's like a multicolored print. The cool thing about it, though, honestly, when it comes to multicolored transfers, is that you don't have to worry about cutting vinyl and weeding it. So when I discovered transfers, before I actually got into direct-to-film, that was the first benefit that I found to purchasing transfers. I saved a lot of time. And so that's the beauty of the direct-to-film transfer as well. It's a multicolored print, so whether it's 2 colors or 20 colors, it's the same exact price, okay? But you're able to just press them on whatever items. Okay, so whether it's 100% cotton, 100% polyester, cotton poly blends, nylon, neoprene, so like your koozies and things of that nature, you can press them on there as well. Denim, canvas tote bags. And so stay tuned. If you're not following, you may want to follow, because I'm going to be doing more of what can you actually press a direct-to-film transfer on. So we're going to see. Does it press on everything? I don't know. We're going to see it, okay? And I'm going to do it live. Leona, thank you so much for following. Write Your Vision, thank you for following. And also Lula. So that's what I currently offer, our direct-to-film transfers. Here's another one. So right now we're printing up orders. So both the ready-mades, which are designs like this that are available under the ready-made section on the website, And then I also offer customs. So I just printed up some memorial shirts. We also can do your logo if you're looking for like pocket prints and things of that nature. So hopefully that helps. But thank you for joining us, Lula. I'm Claudia. Also, I don't know if you caught that, but I'm Claudia, the proud owner of Pink's Tees and Things. This is Mr. Pink's Tees and Things over here. Yes, 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 sporting a transfer as well. Remember I told you guys, he likes to make his own shirts, okay? Show and tell. Yes, yes, yes. So Sweet C for God. It depends on what size gang sheet you're interested in. So I have a 12 by 12, an 11 by 17, and a 13 by 19. Yes, it does. Okay, good. Nick, thank you so much for sharing the live. I appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, mom of twins, thank you for joining. Blue paper scissors. First of all, how are you? But the Pony Express, that's really how I felt. It was, oh my God, it was probably one of the, okay, I can't say that it was as bad as 2020. I would agree with you on that. Instantly unique. But it was still, it was still, would you say it was still a lot? Would you say the shipping was still? Yeah, so I was like, no more first class. We're not doing first class mail. First of all, it takes too long. And so when it comes to shipping, that's one of my worries. Is like, what conditions am I shipping these transfers under? How are they actually transporting them? So the sooner they can get to you, the better. So if we're talking 5 and 7 business days, that's probably not a good idea anyway. Hey, oh, Kimmy Star, Mr. Pinks, yes. Listen. Mr. Pinks will go and make a shirt for himself with no problem, okay? So I switched to priority for you, USPS, and then also with UPS as well. We try, typically, USPS typically can get there a lot faster than UPS. So a lot of times I'm shipping priority, but there are some instances where UPS can actually get it to you faster than USPS. Hello, hello. 2 J's and a B LLC. Thank you for joining. Ooh, and that rhymes every single time. I love it. How are you? Thank you for joining. Hey, Brookie, how are you? You are in the lab mighty late. Yes, I am, Miss Crafty Creations. It was very hot today. And so we made the executive decision that we will wait until the temperatures started to fall before we actually started printing. It's just like, why fight it? Why fight it, you know? 13 by 19, so Sweet C for God. All of my prices, actually, if you look at my website now, you can see customs without even creating a login. You should be able to see that. So the 13 by 19, yes. Show and tell, yes. I'm just curious, how hot does it get in your... Listen, with everything running, we kind of keep it somewhere around, like right now, it's about 78 degrees in here, which is actually like pretty comfortable, no issues. And this is with my conveyor dryer running as well, right? During the day though, it's so hard to really kind of control our temperatures. Number one, where our DTF room is, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to switch it around. We get direct sunlight, and there's a huge window here off to the side. So that was one of the reasons why I thought that it would be such a great idea to switch the machines around, is that I really didn't want them sitting as close to this window as they were before. So luckily, you know, Mr. Pink's idea worked out. And and yeah, so now I feel like we're able to kind of control the temperature even more. But then you also have to think about humidity, unfortunately. No, it's not too bad at all. You know, it's actually really comfortable, and it's like optimal for printing, honestly. Yeah, yep, because I can't have it too cold in here either. So it's kind of, it's a game that we're playing. Did you see the video where the mom was riding her jet ski from ship to ship to find her Christmas orders? No. Wait, when was this? Because the socks were shut down. It was hilarious. I have to Google that, because listen, I'm not even mad at her, actually. I would love to see it. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna hold you. I would still love to see it, but that's hilarious. And yeah, I felt like I probably could have just got in my car and drove the transfers to some people faster than they were getting there. So, you know, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. We do what we can do. But yeah, I wanted to make that change before the holidays actually hit, because I wanted some time for everyone to kind of get used to the change, number one. But number two, I wanted to make sure that it was actually happening. So like when it says 2 days, that it's getting there in 2 days, like I said, there's still issues. There still are days when it's just like, what's going on here? All of a sudden you're like, where's my package? And then it'll get there. I think there's like a delay sometimes even in their tracking system. Keep that in mind. But for the most part, it's been smooth sailing. And I mean, I can tell you I've only had 1 or 2 instances where I've had to say, okay, where's this package at and what's going on here? But it was delivered like the very next day. So yeah. Hey, JM Creation. Hello, hello. How are you? Thank you for the likes. Thank you, thank you. But now I have to look that up. Glue, paper, scissors. Thank you. That's on my list of things to do tonight. If you mail enough. So that's actually what I was talking. So number one, I was talking to USPS, and she kind of started my wheels turning. And then we were dropping off packages at UPS, and I started talking to them, and I said, okay, I think I may need to actually put a call in. So I spoke with someone that's that deals with like their businesses that are shipping through USPS, but I want to do the same with UPS, because yeah, I definitely would. Hey, how are you? Why are you jelly? Why are you jelly? There is no need. There is no need. How are you? Okay, good. Oh, that's good to know. Okay, I definitely will. Right now, I'm doing majority of USPS, but I would really be interested because I'm stuck home. Listen, don't be jelly. Listen, don't. Are you really this late at night? Well, it's even later where you are. How would someone do a bulk order to receive the discount? So Kit Kat, when you put your order in, it should give you an automatic discount because the tiers are in. Have you placed a certain amount of transfers in your cart and it's not giving you the discount? If so, let me know and I can grab my laptop and take a look. Thank you, user. Just place an order. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for just supporting my business at what, I don't know where you are, but it's 11:25 Pacific Standard Time. So for those of you on the East Coast, it's already what, 2:25? I appreciate you so much. But yes, I can't wait for you to get your transfers, and when you receive them, please send me a message and let me know your thoughts. There's also an opportunity once you place an order for you to even leave a review. Love it. It's 1:25 here instantly. No way. Miss Crafty, you guys are hanging in there. Like, how is this even possible? I love it. I was telling my husband, I was like, everyone's probably gonna be like, why are you on here this late at night? I was testing a print to the cost and it showed regular pricing. Okay, so let me see. So that was custom. Was it a custom? Let me take a look. Let me go grab my laptop really quickly. Patrice, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you. I got started cleaning and organizing and I couldn't stop. I definitely know that feeling. I have a room back here that I've been slowly piling things into it, and then once I started cleaning it, it was like I just could not stop. But you know, my husband was like, you know what, I think that's enough. I think that's enough for the day. Stop before you find something else for me to move. But anyway, no, I completely understand that. Ready to ship. Okay, let me take a look. Hanging out and having fun. I am so glad. Okay, you're working too? Okay, I don't feel bad. So I know that Diana is working on scrunchies, and Diane, let me see, Miss Crafty Creations is also working. So I appreciate that. Okay, let me take a look really quickly at my codes because it should automatically apply that. Let me just take one quick look. go. Oh, got it. Okay, 1 second. Since they provided me with the update, I can now actually. Oh, no, I don't want to do it that way. I'm going to do collections. There we go. Wow. 1 second, and then refresh your screen for me, okay? Just give me 1 second. Let me get it in because. Since they did the update, I didn't go in to double check. It didn't have all of the collections in there. So let's see. I'm adding them right now. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so that means I need to do that for all of these too, huh? This one as well, that one, and that one. Okay, done. And then we're gonna save it. Give it a minute and then refresh your screen and see if it automatically applies it. But let me check the other ones as well. Oh, I was so happy when they decided to do this, when they updated it to where you could apply, you could have multiple codes available. Mrs. Senegal, how are you? Kit Kat, thank you so much for the likes. Classy Diva, I'm doing well. My husband is doing well also. We're just in here printing orders. Oh, excuse me. Honey, how are you doing?
Doing well.
Okay, he's doing well. I didn't want to speak for him. I mean, I thought that's what it was, but you know, want to make sure, right? Thank you so much. Not help me. Really? So in Shopify Instantly Unique, I was able, like before, I wasn't able to leave an existing code for bulk orders with like the parameters and all that good stuff. I wasn't able to do it before. Now with the upgrade, I can have multiple like active codes that apply to certain, so like with bulk order, applies to the different tiers. Whereas before, it wouldn't allow me to do that. And I don't know what made them decide to do it, but I'm very thankful for it. So I'm gonna go through really quickly and just make sure that all of them, see, even this one didn't have all of them. Oh my gosh, thank you, Kit Kat, for going to do that. I appreciate that. Let me get them in here really quickly so that they're all updated. Oh man. But yes, automatic discounts. Yeah, it was giving me issues before they did this, and this is a recent update. It was giving me like major issues just to get them up there. So hopefully, let's see, that, and that. Okay, done. Yes, automatic. The automatic discounts. It wouldn't allow you to have more than one, which was kind of a bummer because I didn't want you to have to email me every time you know. Yes, they did. They definitely changed it, and it was like an immediate change. But like now, I'm telling you, I have to go through because it only saved one collection that could be applied to. So now I'm just resaving it. But yeah, you could only have one before. And so that was kind of frustrating because you should be able to order without getting a special code. No problem. I figured if I had the question, someone else did also. Yeah, I appreciate that. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. So let me see. I'm going to browse these and make sure I got them all in. So it should automatically provide you with the discount now. I'm going through and just updating. Wait. Save. Okay. I'm just going through and making sure that all of them are actually added in. So let's see. Order 1. Save. Okay. All right. I think we are good to go. Yes. Hey, Rosa, how are you? Thank you for joining. Good night, Diane. I appreciate it so much. Let me look at this last one really quickly, just to make sure that we are all good to go. Graduation. What else? This one. Boom. Sorry guys, 1 second. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get in and make sure, since I'm there, might as well make sure all of them actually. Okay, cool. So all of the tiers are updated. Oh, okay. So yeah, so now you should have access to it. So all of the tiers have been added. I appreciate that. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Kit Kat. I really appreciate it. Nothing Basic. Hello. Thank you for joining. Hey, Vivian. How are you? Vicky Brown. Thank you for joining. I appreciate it. So let's see. I want to make sure. 1 second, guys. Let me go in and update the list here really quickly. So if you happen to create your account, your account should be active. Hey, how are you? Pippi Longstocking. Oh my gosh, that used to be my favorite movie, the Pippi Longstocking movies. I love that name. I loved Pippi, okay? I love Pippi. Nothing Basic. Did I just tell my age? Some people are probably like, Pippi? Who's Pippi? Linda. Hey, thank you for joining. Did you ever see Pippi? What? How did you? Oh, it's more of like a. Yeah, okay. All right, fine. You're like, really? Watch Pippi Longstocking? Are you kidding? Hey, Queen, how are you? Thank you for joining. Yes. So we're printing, and hopefully, gosh, you've got a lot printed in a very short period of time.
This one's 99.
Huh?
99.
Huh? What do you mean?
99
Latasha, are you here? Latasha said, listen, I'm going in and we're getting all 99 transfers, okay? I love Pippi too. Okay, so I'm not the only one. Kit Kat, okay. But I know Pippi. Okay, just making sure. I was like, I don't know, I got crickets there for a second. And I was like, ooh, did I just tell my age? Yes, Instantly Unique. That's exactly what happens. I just add a tag. Yep. Prank messages. Okay, I'm doing good. Just getting settled for tonight. Just rearranged my living room. Okay, so you guys are up organizing and working. Okay, I don't feel that bad. I don't feel that bad now. I'm like, okay, I hope I'm not depriving you of sleep. Please, if you feel as if you need to get rest and you're joining me on YouTube, Instagram, or TikTok, the replays are always available over on YouTube. So don't worry about it. I was like, did I just tell my age? Maybe, but I did love the movies. I really did. Let me see. You know, you can add a line of code to the account creation page to do it automatically. No, I didn't know that. Okay, you have a transfer. Yes, I'm a crafter, so let me check you out. Absolutely. No way, Instantly. See, look at that. I just got a wrinkle. Did you hear that, hun? You can add a line of code. Do you have anything with roller skates? Ooh, I think I did a birthday shirt with roller skates, but it was a birthday transfer. I mean, I don't know if it's actually on the website. I may have to add that one, actually. Let me make a note. Because I did it was a birthday party with roller skates. And so I have a few images with roller skates in them, but they're more kid designs. Yes, please do. Please do. I did not know that. I did not. I would love that, actually. I would love it because then it would just be like a seamless process. It's just like the bulk order discounts. I didn't want to have to email it every time, or you email me every time you want to place a bulk order and I provide you with a code. It was just like, come on, Shopify. But that is so cool. I'm a skater. Oh my gosh. Okay, Lula, listen. Okay, let me write that down. Hold on. Because if if my daughter were here with us, right, she would be skating around this office. She loves skating, loves it. Like, I took her to our local skating rink. She had such a good time. But she loves it. So now I have some skates as well, because I, used to skate back in the day, but that was back when Pippi was on. So but at any rate, I want to make a note so that I can remember. I don't have any paper in here. Oh yeah, here we go. I need to bring my Post-it notes. I don't want to write in Mr. Pink's book of big ideas. Let me see. I definitely will look into it though. Huh?
You can use my book of big ideas.
No, it's okay. I found a piece of paper. It was a spare piece. Oh man, that is so cool. So I put that on my list of things to look for. I bought 4 pairs and I'm 50. I love that. So when I took her, there were 2 women there that were just, so it was like 80s night. And you could just tell, like, they were loving, they were filled with so much joy. Like, they were having way more fun than their teenage daughters that they brought to the skating rink. I love it. Roller derby is big. Okay, so let me show you what I have. Let me show you guys. And I was like, I'm gonna wait to clean out the machines or whatever, but I found these little whiteboards at Dollar Tree. And so I'm gonna put one on each machine. It's almost like they were made for them. But I'm gonna put one on each machine. But you're right, I probably should have a whiteboard in here also. Because we have those extra ones.
Yeah.
Maybe I can put it like there on that wall. Or maybe here. Yeah. Yeah, I do though. You're right. Love it. Yes, it is. Oh man, it was just a lot of fun. And so now, my husband and I were like, okay, I guess we gotta get back on these skates and let's go. I love it though. I love it. It was so cool. And the music was really good. So now they're gonna have a Michael Jackson night. I think it's this Friday actually. Oh, I wonder if she's gonna wanna go. So yeah, I love it. I love it. It was a good time. It was a really good time. Yes. So I got some rose gold, like, what is it? Rose gold, like, how would you describe it? It's kind of like a metallic finish, I guess. Right? Like, okay. So I got some and I was like, okay, all right, I guess I'm gonna get back into skating, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully I don't come in here with a full body cast next time. But hopefully not. But anyway, I'm glad I caught you tonight. I'm glad you did as well. Thank you for stopping by, Vivian. I appreciate it. Atlanta, thank you for joining. But yeah, so I have some extra, like, larger whiteboards also. That's a really great idea to put one in here. I just don't know where, but I have several options. So it's just a matter of picking up a spot. So thank you for suggesting that. Yes, I'm like, if I come in a full body cast, like, let's not even talk about it. Let's just act like it's not even there. Huh? I'm like, Lula, look at what happened to me. But let's not talk about it. We're gonna pretend like it's not even there. Okay, and keep moving. Thank you, user, for joining. Hey, Susie Carmichael, how are you? Yes. And I've even thought about making this window. So those of you that remember when I was in my spare bedroom in my house, I had one mirror that was all whiteboard, and I loved it because I could just run and write something up really quickly. You know what I can just write it really quickly. and it's there. So that way when I'm thinking about it again, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember I wrote it on the whiteboard. So it's like this peel and stick stuff that I got from Amazon. But I don't know if I want to cover that entire window. Maybe we can do like half of the window in it. Because I still like to have like the space to still like, oh, put it on there. Oh, that's a great idea actually. Yeah, I like that idea. You will be fine. I hope. I hope. So no, this is regular glossy film, Baby Giant. Have you been able to design anything that has glitter and it printed out showing the true glitter effect? So I don't have glitter film, but I have printed the glitter effect. Okay, and Angel's Treasures. Hello, hello. Thank you for following. But I do have glitter effect, and I feel like the glitter effect, it's really like they're good quality, but it's never gonna replace the actual like bling. So like, you know, the cheer teams, they love the glitter vinyl. That's their thing, because they love a little glitz, a little bling bling, you know, they love it. But I have printed glitter effect. Yes, Ashley Tank, thank you for joining. Okay, so we're gonna here. Okay, alrighty. Yes, yes, yes. Let me see. How about you though, Baby Giant? Have you printed any? Sam Dots, thank you so much for joining. So we're just printing away. We're just printing away. Sent to Men, thank you for joining. Welcome, welcome. If you just happen to be joining, we are printing up direct to film transfer orders. Hey Keita, how are you? We're printing up some direct to film transfer orders. Let's see. Back in here. So we're doing both, huh? Oh, leave it out. Yeah, it's pretty long. We're doing both ready-made designs and then also some custom designs tonight. If I have, let's see, Queen to a Beauty. Hello, welcome. If I have a design, can you make it a transfer? Yes, I absolutely can. I'm doing well, Keita. Thank you. Yes, I absolutely can, as long as your artwork meets the following requirements. So it needs to be a PNG or a vector image. So that's a .ai. Yes, I definitely will. Actually, I'm going to write your name down. Actually, no, I'm going to do one. I'm going to write it down. Hold on. And then also, I'm going to go ahead and follow you. There you go. Okay, so that way when I get them in, I'll actually just message you and let you know that they're in. But yeah, I definitely will be on the lookout for some roller skate transfers for you. But yes, as long as it is a PNG or vector image, so a .ai file, transparent background, if that's how you intend for the art to be actually printed, your artwork to be printed, and in addition to that, your resolution, you want it to be about 300 DPI. That's gonna give you like the best quality transfer. So I'm talking crisp, sharp images. You know, we don't want pixelation, so I ask that you don't upload screenshots of things. I posted a TikTok not too long ago where it was kind of like me like on the phone, and it was like the phone was just ringing and I'm waiting to get you on the phone and say, hey, you uploaded a screenshot. That is not going to give you a good quality image. So yes, B Candy Apple, you need transfers too? Okay, absolutely. Are you looking for customs? How can I receive transfers? So if you head over to my website, Keita, you can currently see, without creating an account or anything, you can see the I really hope Instantly Unique you message me, but you can actually see the custom area. And then when it comes to ready-mades, there are some collections that you can see, but once you create an account, so if you do that while you're on live with me, I can get you instant access instead of you waiting 24 hours. But yeah, you can go on there if you're interested in ready-mades. I have a section with all ready-mades, so depending on the holiday, if it's, you know, like we have a lot of holidays that are coming up, back to school's coming up, I'll be adding more transfers by the end of the week. You're very welcome. You are very welcome, and thank you so much for joining us. But that's the way that you actually get access to the transfers, and then you're able to place your order. I have a huge whiteboard in my sew room to write down measurements for my quilts and to remind me of what I need to order. It comes in handy. It definitely does. I definitely utilized every inch, okay, of that whiteboard that I had when I was, you know, in the spare bedroom that I had. So helpful. It really was. And so when we came here, I purchased like that oversized post-it board, I guess. Post-it note board, if that's what it's called. Anyway, love it because I love to write down my supplies that I need to order, you know, in hopes of it reminding others that when things run out, you know, we put it on the list and, you know, things of that nature.
Wow. We actually brand new today.
Brittany, thank you for joining. But I love that. I absolutely love it for that reason. It's so easy just to look at the, like, glance over at the board. So you're right. That was a great suggestion. And I definitely have, I wouldn't say I'm a collector of whiteboards. I would just say that I'm more of a connoisseur. But I have 2 or 3 extra whiteboards that I can place around the office. Above Travel Dreams. Hello, hello. Alicia Davis, thank you for joining. So hopefully I answered your question, Keita. But if you have any questions, just feel free to message me. Absolutely. A client has a shirt mock-up but lost the original design. How could I make it to send to you without actually having the image? So Sweet Arts, I believe it was. I don't know if you just messaged me over on Instagram, but I'll get back to you as soon as I hop off. But without doing that screenshot, you're either going to want to go to a designer to get your artwork ready for print, because a screenshot is just not, it's not going to give you that good quality, you know. And so you want a good quality print. There's no need in like printing out a screenshot, you know. It's not even worth it. So what I would suggest is, either if you have a designer, I would suggest that you reach out to that designer. If you don't, send me an email. Instantly Unique, I don't know, are you still here? Because I know that he also offers help with designs and things of that nature. And then I also, you know, if you email me, I can definitely, okay, good. So Instantly Unique there, I know that he also offers artwork, right? Design help as well. If you email me, I can help you as well. So whichever way you want to go with it, but we just don't want you uploading that screenshot, because then your customer is going to be looking at you like, what is this? And then you're looking at me like, what is this? And you know, I just want us to live in harmony, peace and harmony. But that's the best way. Like, I have someone right now that had an image, but they don't have the artwork. And so, yeah, I'm helping them with getting their artwork together. You're welcome. You're very welcome. So make sure you check out Instantly Unique also, okay? Okay, World Class Items. Hello, welcome. How are you? Thank you for the likes. You guys are amazing. Good night on the East Coast. Lula, I appreciate you so much just for hanging out. I'm so glad you found us as well. And I'll be sure to message you when we get those, when I find roller skate images. I'll be sure to message you. So thank you, good night, and thank you for hanging in there with me, because I know it's late. I pretty much took over my husband's workspace with all his tools, with my printers, but he has been a champ about it. I love it. I love it. And it's fully on board, and my technician working with what I have until better. Absolutely. 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 I just emailed you at your info. Okay, cool. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, Lula. But thank you so much for hanging out, and I hope you have an amazing, well, I guess it's already the next day for you, but you know what I mean. I hope you have an amazing Wednesday. Thank you for joining. VP, thank you for joining. Listen, that's what it's all about. You use what you have until you can actually, you know, upgrade. I'm a big fan of that. I really am. I really, really am. Have I made some snafus along the way? This is another one of our ready-made designs. It's more of a toddler size. I mean, not toddler, youth size. But yeah, have I had a few snafus? Are these all 3 together? Yeah. Oh, this is the one order that you're printing. Got it. Just kidding. But yeah, have I had snafus along the way? Absolutely. Would I have told myself not to buy a 9x12 heat press? Absolutely. I would have said at least start with a 15x15, just to ensure that you can press like most images, you know, without encountering any issues. If you can do 16x20, that's even better, right? Right? So it's just, yeah, you use what you have though. Absolutely. Did I make it work? Did I make that 9x12 work? Absolutely. Did it work so hard that the top plate fell off? It did. And that was a valuable lesson too. So yeah, absolutely. I completely agree with that. You use what you have and then you upgrade as you go along. Hello, V Sam's Customs. How are you? Thank you so much. I don't know if someone just sent me a message on Instagram, but as soon as I hop off, I'll be sure to answer you. Wow, mine tries to flip over. So Angel's Treasures, thank you guys so much for tapping that screen. I appreciate it. I just saw the little hearts going. Hello, Humble Beginnings. How are you? So sometimes that can happen, Angel's Treasures. That definitely can happen. Absolutely. As evidenced by some of the ink that's on the whiteboards, but that's okay. That's okay. We just keep going. Thank you guys so much for sending the likes. I really appreciate it. But welcome, Humble Beginnings 22. Thank you so much. I'm Claudia, and I'm the proud owner of Pink's Tees and Things. And what we're doing tonight is we are printing up some of our direct-to-film transfer orders. So that's what you're watching kind of behind me. You're watching the printers as they are printing. Oh, Instagram, you can't see this printer, huh? Hold on, let's see. Can I kind of turn you a little? Let's see. All right, there we go. There we go. So welcome, and thank you guys so much for tapping that screen as you're coming in. My goal for tonight was 15,000 likes, and we're at 23.3 thousand likes. Like, you guys just showed up and just completely showed out. You were like, what goal? Oh, that's nothing. So I guess I have to set my goal even higher. I said I was going to the last live, but I figured I was coming on a lot later. And so why not? Why not kind of go with what we did the last time? Thank you, Crafty, for sharing the live, and also Humble Beginnings. I appreciate it so much. Thank you. And thank you for the like, World Class. I appreciate it. Thank you. So yeah, that's what we're doing. We're just printing away. Let's see. Clash. So by the end of the week, the graduation design should be up. Those designs are bomb and I need ASAP. Okay, you got it. You got it. If I can get them up tomorrow, I definitely will. Were you the person that messaged me about them? Because I've had a few people message me, and so I was able to find some prints that, speak to the 2023 class of 2023. But yeah, I'll definitely try and get them up as soon as possible, for sure by the end of the week. Hey, love, the lives keep going. Yes, thank you. I appreciate that so much. I really do. Okay, good. I'm glad. I'm definitely working on it. It's been, I'm hoping, I don't know, Precious, are you here? Are you here, Precious? I'm hoping to eventually either, I don't know if it's going to be a virtual assistant. I don't know if it's going to be a part-time employee. I need something because it is kind of hard for me to do this, especially when my husband isn't here. I'm so thankful that he's able to help me print so that I can go live and, be more interactive. Yes, they will. They'll be, let me see. 1, 2, I know for sure 2 of them, the Uno and the Fresh Prints design, are very, very similar to what we had for 2022. The 2023 designs are pretty much the same. Yeah. Thank you guys for tapping that screen. I see you over on Instagram. I see it. I wish Instagram had a metric. I think that's one of the things that I'm finding when it comes to, like on YouTube, you're able to thumbs up as you come in, right? Or as you find value, as you're feeling like, okay, this is filled with some value. I'm getting some value out of this. I'm gonna thumbs this up. That's the beauty of like YouTube. Then you look at TikTok and it's like the taps translate to something. So I wish I had a metric, but I can tell you that I see you tapping the screen and I see those little hearts moving. So I appreciate you just for hanging in there with me. Absolutely. Hey, Color, how are you? Thank you for joining. Do you rent a space or have a space in your home? So I actually have a print shop that we rent. So I've moved out of, if you started with me in the beginning, you know, I was in a spare bedroom. I've moved out of that space because we were really, I'm going to say over capacity. We were over capacity. I'd used every square inch. So yes, now we're in a print shop because of nights like this. Thank you guys. I saw that. I see you Instagram, and I also see you TikTok as well. But I can see the little hearts going up. Thank you. But yeah, we were spilling out the room. I mean, especially as we started adding printers. These printers are not small, and so not to mention we're running late at night. We needed the space. We did. It's amazing that a lot of the stuff that's here in the shop now was in that one room. Amazing to know that. Okay, so when I tell you out of space, we were out of space for sure. completely out of space. So I appreciate that. But yes, Shirley, that's where we are now. So right now we're printing an order with 90 images, 99 images. So we're printing an order right now with 99 of our ready-made images. And so just so that you know, with our ready-mades, so this is a ready-made, it's 1 to 3 business days, okay? Congratulations, keep growing and improving. I definitely will. Thank you so much for that. I appreciate that. I'm trying to do different. Like even with YouTube, I'm kind of thinking about doing some different things over here because there is content that I want to bring to YouTube. There's content that I want to bring over here as well. I do have some nurse prints. I absolutely do. Thank you, Shirley, though. I really appreciate that. I do. I really do. And it's one of the reasons why I'm so grateful. The fact that it's 11:59, it's almost midnight here in California. So that means it's approaching, it's almost 3 a.m. for many of you. I'm so thankful for each and every one of you that show up. You show up, you comment under my videos, you send me messages. Like that stuff means a lot to me. You guys have no idea, and I'm so thankful that my daughter, she got me started on TikTok, but I'm so thankful that she really kind of pushed me off the edge. It wasn't a gentle nudge, but she definitely made me start my TikTok. I'm so thankful for that because it led to me being in other places as well and really learning the value of getting to know other business owners and really kind of, you know, being able to be around like-minded individuals. I just appreciate that so much. Yeah, absolutely. You just took my business to another level. Wow. Let me give you your flowers now. Wow, Clash. See, y'all try to, I'm not going to do this with you, but like that was the reason why I saw value in being able to offer the transfers. When I went into direct to film, for those of you that don't know, I was looking to scale the t-shirt component of my business. Hold on, I gotta get a screenshot of this. Hold on. I hope that actually did that, because that is the reason why I say, and I'm very honest. I'm sometimes maybe a little too honest about certain things, but I just believe in being honest with you because I remember being in that position. I remember having to outsource prints. You can make it work for your business. It can definitely grow your business. I don't expect you, if you decide to get into direct to film, if that's your goal, use this as your opportunity to grow and get that printer. If that's what you want, use this as your opportunity to go into other areas that you want to go into. In whatever realm you want to take this, use it as an opportunity, right? Absolutely, they do Angels Treasures. They definitely do. And Clash Apparel is telling you right now, this is it, right? This is it. And so there are often times when I will tell, you know, those of you that are just entering the t-shirt space, that's why I'm so passionate about being honest, because I was there, and I now see that there are other ways. There's more than one way to skin a cat, and there's definitely more than one way to start a t-shirt business. Jumping into direct to film right off the bat, I wouldn't advise it. Get to know your customers, but once you know your customers, like Clash Apparel over here, If your customers love multicolor prints, I get that, right? Totally get that. Take it and run with it. But it's one of the reasons why I ask you, what are your customers like? Because if they like one color prints, direct to film is not it. We need to talk about screen print transfers at that point. We need to talk about what are some, do you want to do vinyl, or are you thinking screen print transfers? That's the easiest way to get those one color prints. And it's going to allow you to keep more of your profit. Because here's the thing, as you're growing, you're really reinvesting a lot of those profits into your business. If you want to continue to grow, that's just the truth of the matter, right? But I really appreciate you for sharing that, because that was my goal. When I decided to get into transfers, I said it's not just an opportunity for my business to grow, but is it really going to add some value to someone else's business? If it wasn't, I would not have done it. I kid you not. I would have stayed on my merry way of just growing my t-shirt business. But I know what transfers did for us. So I appreciate you so much for sharing that. Easy is my motto. I love that. Claudia definitely is the only reason I spend the money and got into DTF after doing a lot of research. That's why. It's 5 p.m. on Wednesday. Donna, no way. But that's another thing. I get the messages. I see your messages when you're like, listen, you inspired me to really kind of get after this. That's what I want to do. It's there's so many opportunities for all of us to grow our businesses, whether you're looking to get into the DTF space or you're just like, listen, I get it, Clash. I just want the transfers, okay? That's what I want right now. I only want the transfers. I get that. But my hope is to inspire you, because at the end of the day, I'm no different from any one of you that are watching me. And I even love to watch people that inspire me, because it just shows me that it's possible, right? All it takes is just you believing that it's possible and putting in the work. That's it. I love it. I absolutely love it. Thank you so much. Let's see here. Business is slow where I'm at. Gotta stand with sublimation for now. Absolutely, Terrence. There is absolutely nothing wrong with that. I did sublimation. And there's so many applications. And that's the thing. I'm not saying direct to film is the only way to do it. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is it's another tool in your toolbox. So if you're able to sell these designs, go for it. If you have to stay in sublimation, do that. Do what works for your business at the end of the day, you know? Keep in mind, let's see, hold on, I missed some, hold on. Easy is my motto. I'll stick with your designs because I love what I see. I love it. Thank you. Hook and Needle, thank you so much for following. I appreciate that. Angel's Treasure. I'm currently rebanding and everything will be completely new in 3 weeks. I love that. Oh, that's amazing. Congratulations. Congratulations. Julie Jules, thank you for sending those likes my way. Katie Pennington, hey, hey, hey. But yeah, I completely understand that. Completely. I used what I had. So when I had vinyl, that's what I had. And I used it to the best of my abilities. When I got into sublimation, it was because my customers wanted multicolor prints, right? And so I was trying to find ways of doing it in-house. The polyester shirts just didn't work for my customers. But guess what? There's a lot of ways to get your shirts sublimated, right? So there's bleaching. There's a lot of different techniques that you can use to try and get those sublimation prints. Thank you, Terrence. I appreciate that. I'm trying not to, so I'm going to be hopping off of here pretty soon. I definitely will. So you may want to check out my video, because a lot of my videos, I do speak about that, including my lives. I tell you the real about how to actually protect yourself. Actually, if you check out my last live, I showed you my respirator. I've shown you my filtration system that I have here that extracts both fumes and small particles, right? And we talked about it. So yeah, definitely check out my other videos, because I definitely do. Humble Beginnings, thank you for following. Marissa, thank you for joining. I appreciate it. So at any rate, I appreciate that so much. That is the goal. That's the goal of why I do what I do. It's for you guys to be able to grow your businesses as well. Like, what difference does it make? What would it actually serve if I sold you prints that you weren't able to sell? That's why I say get to know your customer base, you know? Get to know them. Don't purchase these first. Get to know your customers first. That's the first piece of advice that I give you when you're just starting out. So I appreciate you so much for sharing that with us. I really, really do. I really do. Hun, can I use your phone really quickly? I want to make sure I got an actual screenshot of this because I'm going to repost this, Clash Apparel. It's 2 a.m. here in Corpus Christi. I'm going to be hopping off here soon. But let's see. I want to make sure that I get this here because this is what I'm talking about. Oh, can I? Oh, God. I hope I can use this. Whew. I love color prints, but outsourcing them. Yeah, the downside is the wait time. Absolutely. And if something does go wrong, it takes time to get those things reprinted. Let me plug this up. Sorry about that, Instagram. My battery was a little low. There we go. But it does. That's the only thing. And so when we started searching for new opportunities, it was because we were outsourcing a lot. And so we were trying to figure out how to bring it in-house. But yeah, absolutely. Okay, I want to make sure, yikes, that I get this. Hold on. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. Okay, there we go. I love that. I want to make sure that I share that. Good work, but they're cheap. Listen, listen, you use what you have to use. There is nothing wrong with that. Thank you so much for those hearts. I appreciate it. Oh, I was like, who's knocking on the door? So Snazzy, that's when we started searching for ways to bring it in-house. And we went down, we thought DTG, we thought white toner printer. Initially, then we went DTG, and I just didn't have the space for a DTG at that time. So I understand that completely. Completely. Let's see here. I missed a few of your comments. You know what? I don't have X-ray tech transfers, Rabina, but I definitely can look up some. So let me write that down. Right here. Okay. And thank you for the likes. I appreciate that, and for the follows. But yeah, absolutely. I appreciate you, Terrence, though. Yes, you're still working. I love it, Diane. We're working together. We're working together. Look at that. You guys are showing out on TikTok and Instagram with these hearts. I just see I'll see first TikTok will go with the hearts, and then Instagram will hit hearts, and then it's like you guys are playing back and forth. I love that. Thank you. I appreciate it so much. But yeah, I really appreciate that, Terrence, and it definitely is one of those things. That's what we did in the beginning. We've used it all, honestly. We've done printable vinyl. We've done what else? We did printable vinyl. We've done the sublimating on glitter. You name it. Heat Press Nation is here in California as well. Heat Press Nation is also here. Thank you guys so much for tapping that screen. I appreciate it. As soon as TikTok finished, Instagram picked right up. I can't. I just can't. I love it. But with Heat Press Nation, we were able to look at Easy Subly and what it actually being pressed on t-shirts. We were able to feel and get a feel for what it actually, we used what we had to use in the beginning to get to where we needed to get to. And so I'm thankful for the process because it taught us so much. Throughout this entire process, we've gained a lot of skills that are actually still useful even with direct to film. But it's not the only print method. It's just another, having another tool in your tool belt. You can say, okay, you want a multicolor print? Okay, I'm going to do direct to film. Great, wonderful. Oh, you want to print on your yoga mat? Okay, I can do direct to film, or I can sublimate on some glitter. I sublimated on glitter for some yoga mats, and they came out amazing. I kid you not, right? So I just read your about me, and girl, I'm a fellow nurse as well. Oh wow, I didn't know that. Yes I am. I'm a registered nurse by profession. Absolutely love it. Trying to figure out how I can kind of get back into the swing of things, you know, when it comes to nursing. I don't know if I want to go full time. I'm not sure about that. But but there are moments when I really do miss it. Honestly, I miss being there all of the time. And so, yeah, the process taught me that I don't like doing apparel, so I don't anymore. I'm done with you, Instantly Unique. But whatever lesson you get out of it, I mean, it's a valuable one, right? So I completely get that. With apparel, there's so many shortages. I mean, I was just talking about it, tank tops. Are you a nurse as well? Oh yeah, that's right, Patrice RN. Yes. I love that. And so for those of you that don't know, I am a registered nurse by profession. I started my business back in 2017 when I was travel nursing. I was doing my travel nurse thing, you know, and I kept saying, okay, after this contract, okay, after this one, after the next one, I'm really going to dive into my business, and it never happened. 2019, I worked in Northern California, traveled home on the weekends to Southern California, because I knew that I wanted to go full force in my business, right? That was the plan. So I said at the end of 2019, I'm going full force 2020 in my business. 2020 hits, we all know what happened. I ended up going to New York to help out at the beginning of the pandemic, which honestly, although I wish it wasn't under those conditions, was really one of, I would say, the most, it was like an awakening. It really was. It was a moment where I had a lot of time to self-reflect and figure out, how do I want to spend my time here? How do I want to spend it? What is really, what is living? How did I value living? Was I living? And I realized I wanted more time with my family. So I completely, PQ, how are you? Chris! That's another fellow nurse right there. Hi, Chris. I hope you're doing well. But yeah, you know, it was really an awakening for me. And so I came home and I told my husband, I was like, I think this is what I want to do. I really want to go full force in my business. And you know, it's been amazing kind of how it's all played out, you know, the growth that we've experienced, and ultimately just being more present. You know, I have a teenage daughter and I wanted that. Hey, how are you? Aww. I'm doing well, thank you. Thank you so much, I appreciate that. Right now I'm a school nurse at a high school in Dallas. Oh wow, okay, how's that going? Yes, I believe it. I believe it. Our Heat Press Nation press is good to use for your prints. Absolutely, Sansa. Absolutely. Completely. Yep. I actually have a Heat Press Nation heat press. And so if you look on my YouTube, the live, was it the last live I did or the live before that? I was actually pressing transfers live. I was using my first heat press that I purchased, not my first heat press, but my first, I would say 16 by 20 heat press that I purchased from Heat Press Nation. I used that one, and I also used, I have another heat press in that video, which is a 16 by 20, and I have a review of it. Yes, Rachel, I just finished your transfers. So they are going out tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. Jay, thank you so much for the likes. Nice seeing you too, Instantly Unique. Get some rest. You as well. Please stay blessed. And I thank you so much for sending me an email also. And yes, I want to see you live, and I want to see you posting more often because you have a lot to offer. And so keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. But thank you for hanging out with me. I know it's late. Yes, we all are tired, okay? We all are. So I totally get it. I totally get it. But yes, Patrice, nurses are very much so. I mean, you know, it's been a very long, we were already tired, right? And a lot of us out there, right, that are working in the healthcare industry, you know, you're tired. You were already tired. 2020 hit, and it was like, okay, all right, hopefully this will just be, you know, a quick thing, and we'll get past it and keep it moving. And now 2 years later, we are still dealing with a lot of, you know, so it's, I get it. I totally get it, you know, but there is a part of me that still misses it because I love being able to care for my patients and interact with them. So I get it. Just got a 12-hour shift. Oh my goodness. Rachel, why are you on here? You should be getting ready for bed. That's what I'm talking about. I love the fact that you guys will tap in. Yes, they are, Patrice. I was just reading in the news about that actually. But I love the fact that I love that. G Money, how are you? Or is it G Money? Excuse me. I'm currently at work. Okay, I'm done. Keish. Clash Apparel. Do you have any Stranger Things prints? I do not have Stranger Things. A lot of it is because of copyright and things of that nature. But if I can find something that maybe kind of fits in that Stranger Things niche, maybe possibly. Yes. Numbers are going back up. They are. And I was just reading, I believe it's San Diego School District is now bringing back their mask mandate because of increasing numbers. And so it's just, yeah, it's like, okay, I'm over it already. Okay, go ahead. But yeah, if I can find anything, check back on Friday. So if I happen to find anything that may kind of fit that genre, I'll definitely put it up on the website for sure. Yeah, so it's really straight. So it's not everywhere. Okay, it's not every single place, but there are a few places where numbers are definitely on the rise. And so it's just, you do what you do to protect you, right? And so you do the best you can to keep yourself protected. But it was actually really interesting to kind of see that they were kind of looking at bringing back the mandates. And so, whatever your choice is, this is not a statement about that, but it's kind of like there are warning signs that kind of begin to surface. And so just pay attention to what's going on around you for sure. But thank you so much for joining. Hey, Rochelle, thanks for joining. Yeah, it's really interesting actually. Yes, I couldn't. My cousin actually, I think when they first started talking about that, my cousin actually, they did it at my hubby's work, college campus. I can believe it, absolutely. I can believe that for sure. But when the first articles kind of surfaced about it, my cousin was like, what's next? Do we need to just yell Jumanji a couple of times and see what happens? And I'm like, it almost feels like that. It feels kind of surreal. Like, is this really real life, But yeah, I definitely, it's like, I can't. But I can totally believe that they're also bringing that back with college campuses as well. Yeah, it was, and I said, you know what, get off my phone. But it's the humor that we need, right? Like, we need that humor as well, because there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on with our kids. And so it's just, trying to do the best you can to protect you. That's all you can really do, honestly, and just hang in there. Jenna, thank you for joining. Absolutely. Yes, real life, full circle. Completely. I just, it's so interesting. Like, I've even thought about going into like other areas of nursing, and I love the OR, so I don't see myself really sitting at a desk. First of all, I'm just way too, I just want to move around and talk to people. So I'm not sure that that's the correct setting for me, but yeah, it really is completely. Sylvia, thank you for joining. I appreciate it. But anyway, I know you guys, it's late. Wherever you are, it's late. At this point, it's 12:21 in California here, Pacific Standard Time. Hey, Lulu G, thank you for joining. If you are just joining and you want to know what you missed, just know that this live, because I'm live on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram, the live will always be available over on my YouTube, which is Pink's Teas and Things. Same name on all platforms. So if you want to know what you missed, head on over to YouTube and you can check out the replay at your leisure. But I appreciate you guys so much, so very much, for hanging out with me as we're printing. Right now we're doing a 99 transfer order. And so I appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. It's day 49, 50, officially 50. I started day 49, but now it's day 50. But anyway, I just appreciate you guys so very much for hanging out with me on day 49/50 of my 100 days of live. I appreciate you. You have no idea. 322 in New Jersey, Arizona, and I'm going for a snooze. Last orders are packed. Keep rocking it. Thank you, Snazzy. Thank you, Diana. It's nothing but love. I said nothing but love. Donna, thank you so much for the super chat. Now you're showing out. Now you guys are showing out over here. I cannot. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for just being in this community with me. I appreciate it. Thank you for hanging out with me and talking to me and allowing me to just show up and be me while we just have conversation. So for those of you that are on the East Coast, it's bedtime. Even those that are Central or Mountain Time, it's bedtime. I get it. But if you happen to be catching this live on the replay, and if you got any value from it, be sure to hit that thumbs up button. And if you want to join me live too, also hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I go live. And hopefully I'll see you one of these days on live. But until next time, I appreciate you guys so much. Have an amazing, amazing night. Bye, everyone.